Hey kids, it's Papa James back in the studio, and today we're going to work on the next section of Smoke on the Water. And before we can do that, though, we need to learn one more thing. I know, one more thing and one more thing. Well, this is really an important one. You have to learn how to play bar chords. Okay, you're saying, gosh, Papa James, what's a bar chord? Well, it's not necessarily a chord you just play in a bar. Okay. It's actually a chord that you use that's based upon using your index finger as a bar. So imagine, if you would, that at the base of your guitar you have the bone right there, and each one of these frets provides you with an opportunity to play a bar chord. So the idea is that you bar your finger like a bar all the way across all the strings, and they all have to sound. You have to make a good tone. So I'm going to illustrate that in a couple of ways. First of all, we'll go ahead and get started with the Smoke on the Water lesson, so we can then you guys can play along with it. And then I'm going to stop the song at the point where we're going to have to jump in and look at the bar chords. So let me start in with the song, and then I'll stop at the point where we need to do the bar chords. Okay? Here we go. Okay, so you're probably going, wow, what was that? Okay, so the bar chord, then, we're going to go ahead and take that apart, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So take a look at how this works on the fretboard. I'm going to lay my finger across the 3rd fret, so go ahead and show you that. And when you play a bar chord, you have to make sure that all of the strings make a solid tone. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so you can hear how each one of the strings makes a good tone. Now I'm going to put my little finger and my ring finger in place so we can form the first bar chord that we have in Smoke on the Water, which is a G minor bar chord. So then you'll notice in the G minor bar chord, it's basically your index finger laying across the entire set of strings, and then your little finger and your ring finger appear on the D and the A string at the 5th fret. Now we're going to play an F bar chord, which is 2 frets down, and it includes using your middle finger. So this one's a little bit more complicated, a little bit more difficult to play. So I'm going to lay it out for you. And first, putting down my fingers, you can see how all of the strings are supposed to sound without the other fingers. Then I'll put the other fingers in place, and you can see what it sounds like with that. Okay, so those are the two main bar chords that you have to learn for Smoke on the Water. So if you can practice those bar chords, and you really have to push down hard on your index finger to get the chords to ring out. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to play the bar chords a little bit so you can get the idea of what they're supposed to sound like. Okay, so that's our start on the first verse of Smoke on the Water. So work on those bar chords, and don't forget to do your finger exercises every day. Means all 12 frets, both the 4-finger exercise plus the 3-finger exercise on all 12 frets. All right, kids, that's it for today. Papa James in the studio, signing off.